This is a video clip from mathsdvds.co.uk and mathstutor.biz. We're actually going to look at a question from this practice paper for GCSE Foundation. It's a paper 1B, which is a calculator paper. And on this video clip we're going to look at this question number 3. Now the first questions on any exam paper tend to be the easier questions. Now some people scorn these first questions and think, oh, they're too easy for me. And then, sadly, they make silly slips and get them wrong. If the question you do find is easy and straightforward, then great, just make sure you get it right and get the marks. Remember, your overall grade for the examination is based on your total score. Therefore, you want your total of marks to be as high as possible. So if I go through a question and you think that was easy, well, great, good for you. Make sure you get it right. Let's have a look at this question number 3. If you want to see the rest of the questions, and we'll see the whole DVD which goes through all the questions, including the harder ones, then you'll need to buy your own copy from mathsdvds.co.uk or mathstutor.biz. Well, let's have a look at this question number 3. GCSE Foundation practice paper from mathstutor.biz and mathsdvds.co.uk. Question 3. What is 75% as a fraction? Now I could actually criticise this question because there are two sorts of fractions. There are vulgar fractions and there are decimal fractions. So the word fractions really could be either vulgar fractions or decimal fractions. A vulgar fraction is when you write a number over a number. That's a vulgar fraction. A decimal fraction is when you put 0 point something. Okay, I've criticised the question, but the point is this. If the word fraction is used on its own, then the examiner always means a vulgar fraction. So we've got to write 75% as something over something. Well, you should know that it means 75 out of 100. You should always cancel whenever possible, but this question is actually telling you to do that. Simplify your answer as far as possible means cancelling it. So, if you're good at your tables, there are 3 25s in 75 and 4 25s in 100. Now I must admit it's possible that you knew that 75% was 3/4 straight away, so that would be fine. If you just wrote down 3/4 and absolutely nothing else, you get 2 marks for this question. If, however, you just wrote down 75 over 100, you get 1 mark for being able to write it as a fraction, as a vulgar fraction. But if it just says fraction, that's what it means. Whereas here, it actually wants you to write it as a decimal, and it could have said decimal fraction. So you're meant to know that 45% can be written as 0.45. If you know that, it's a lovely simple question, isn't it? If you don't know that, it's not difficult. It's just impossible, I suppose. But 45% can be written as 0.45. Just a little thought, you should know 50% is 0.5. So 45% you can see is 0.45. Just a little thought.